And on the 2¼ mile Spokane County Raceway track, here is Group 1. A little bit of everything here.
Green flag.
And Mike Kelly will start out with the lead here in Group 1. It figures to be a fun race in the Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yeah, I'm thinking they almost should call this thing the BMW race. Look at all the BMWs out there.
All but two, according to my sheet. Kelly in the Grand Prix, Rick Bostrom also in a Pontiac.
Yeah, both of those are GT cars. Silhouette with the bodies on them. Quick, and they got that V8 roar.
I'll make some noise, and we're going to have some fun out here as well. And right away, Mike Kelly to a solid lead. Jeff Van Leerup in the 59 car, the BMW M3. All right, give us the lay of the land here in this race here.
Well, we got the ground pounders, we like to call them. Mike Kelly's car, that 717 there that's in the lead. Then we got the quicker BMWs. Those are the M3s, a couple of those cars we saw earlier today. And then we got the whole gaggle of the Pro 3 cars. Well, it looks like, I'm looking at the sheet here, probably 90% of them are. And we're going to see some great racing with those guys. Already kicking up the dust back there. So, you know, the ground pounders, these M3s, they're going to be quick. I imagine they're going to be lapping the Pro 3 cars here, in a half dozen laps or so. But they'll behave themselves.
Well, they better. They have several cameras fixed upon them.
Yeah, and you know, in this kind of racing, you know, we do touch, we do rub each other, you know, things happen, but rubbing isn't racing with these guys.
Mike Kelly, the front runner, out of the gate. And he's followed by Jeff Van Leerup and Jim McAdie. McAdie in the 107 BMW M3. So a couple of BMWs giving chase to the Kelly-driven Pontiac Grand Prix.
We got the ground powder, the two BMWs, and then another ground powder driven by Rick Bostrom. Car number 155 should be coming into the shot here.
How do these races typically play out when you mix in the BMWs with the, as you call them, the ground pounders?
You know, the top four guys will separate themselves out, make a race of their own, and you know, it kind of sets stages. Kind of a follow the leader thing, though. I'm sure you know, Jeff in car number 59, that BMW, will say something differently. He'll want to get up there to race with Kelly, but you know, they kind of settle in a little bit. Pro 3 cars, because there's so many of them, they're so tightly matched in pace. They're going to be racing pretty darn hard back there, and there's a gaggle of them too.
I tell you, when you look at the best times that all these cars have put up in qualifying, there's not a whole lot of separation really. When you look at, yeah, you have your top tier, it's pretty top heavy between Kelly, Van Leerup, and McAdie, but after that, I mean, you're talking a difference about 4 seconds or so in a lap.
Yeah, and who's to say, you know, it might be deceiving too. They may not have got a clean lap because there's so many of them out there, so they may have got balked up a second or two. They're still pretty close.
I'll tell you right now, we got a little race going between Van Leerup and McAdie, 59 and 107 behind Mike Kelly's 717. 2 and 3 side by side.
Oh, nice pass there.
And a nice pass by McAdie.
Nicely done. Well, look like McAdie's got a little bit of speed left in him there. He's going to go after Kelly there.
We saw McAdie in Group 4.
Yeah.
Having a lot of fun and picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time now. He's going after him.
So what was a battle of 2 versus 3 could now be 2 versus 1. We'll see if McCaddy can gain some ground on the hard-charging Mike Kelly down the straightaway. Kelly the tight turn, and followed by McCaddy and Van Lierop. Michael McAleenan was the pole sitter, not able to enter his BMW GTR, unfortunately. So Kelly was the front of the field, and he has not relinquished that lead thus far.
Not giving them one position, he's going to take it and run.
Beautiful shot of McCaddy coming down on Kelly. And here they come down the straightaway. Again, I'll ask you, what kind of speeds were we hitting? About 160, 170, or even higher than that? I'd imagine right around there, huh?
They should be in the 160, 165. I know a couple of the ground pounders were touching 170 and had to let up.
Too much of a good thing?
Yeah, turn 1 comes up pretty fast and the braking zone's pretty short, but you know, a $170, that's pretty darn quick. Best I've been down there is 160, and you know you're moving.
Well, 2 versus 3 have been bunched up a little bit. Van Lierop and McCaddy holding on to second, trying to hold off Van Lierop now, who's charging in for the runner-up.
Yeah, if those two don't start racing each other, you know, maybe they'll catch up to Kelly. Those are nice looking cars.
So how does one get into this? How did you get into this? How do these guys? I mean, everybody's got a different story, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to racing, doing what you love.
Yeah, you know, and everybody gets into it differently. You know, I can talk about my background. It was drag racing, got bored with that. Circle track, kind of got bored with that. Did some autocrossing and then hill climbing, and eventually got into the road racing and never looked back. You know, it's just a joy to run on a closed course like this. You know, turning left to right, slowing down, accelerating, you get it all. You know, a lot of other guys just see the road racing, want to do it, and get the equipment and go at it. Go to race schools, learn the trade, and just start going.
How does the layout here at Spokane County Raceway compare to others? And of course, it is a road course, but more specifically, the elevation, the little dips in the road you'll see out there.
You know, Spokane is pretty flat compared to some of the other Northwest tracks. Spokane's flat, Portland's definitely flat. Seattle has some elevation. The ridge in Shelton, Washington has some elevation. You know, and we're talking, gosh, I don't know, 100 to 300 feet of elevation change on those tracks. You know, here we might have about 20 to 30 feet. But, you know, it's pretty flat. Turn 2 has some, you know, has a little bit of banking to it. And then when you're coming out of there, they're coming through turn 9. That's a pretty flat corner, and this is all flat where they're at here. But, you know, as far as all the tracks go in the Northwest, our track's pretty flat. We have a pretty good long straightaway, which makes it fast. And a lot of the guys like the fast part.
As you said, though, on the flip side of the coin, you got that long straightaway, but that braking zone, very short.
Yeah, very, very short. When you're going through one, there's a big bump there, and it upsets the car, so you have to wait just a split second to let the car settle. And then you're on the binders as hard as possible. Gosh, we got a great race in the back of the field here. The Pro 3 cars.
And not to make a joke, but among the BMWs.
Yes. BMWs they're out in force today.
They are. A parade of BMWs. It is a non-BMW, a Pontiac Grand Prix that has the lead, Mike Kelly. But as you said, in the back of the pack, Miller, Hendershot, Parker, the BMWs, they're having some fun back there.
Yeah, they are. Nice clean pass there. Or lapping the guy, you know. These guys, you know, they're hard in their own races, but they're diligent on the mirrors to make sure they're not going to hold up the leaders. And then they go right back to their own racing again. Oh, that car just went by us, boy. It just sounds sweet, doesn't it?
It does. Picking up speed down the straightaway. There's the pack we were referring to, and the leader, Mike Kelly. Nice to see just a simple white out there, by the way. You know, we see neon green, black, red, and just a simple white for Mike Kelly.
Yeah. Spends more time on the mechanical than the shiny. That's probably why he's in the lead. That's a gorgeous car.
Look at the battle for 2 and 3 here, right behind him. 107 and 59. McCaddy barely holding off Van Lierop for the time being. That's a great battle for second.
Yeah, that was great watching them come in side by side in turn 4 there. Skirting out a little bit there.
That's a race we'll be keeping an eye on. Great matchup for second place, McCaddy and Van Lierop. They had started third and second, Van Lierop and McCaddy. Van Lierop started out with a slightly better time than McCaddy, but now it's McCaddy with the lead on Van Lierop, at least for the moment.
Yeah, it looks like he's gapping him here a little bit.
Not so fast, my friend, says Van Lierop.
Yeah, you can see him go over that bump just the shot ago.
Oh, we got a car off the track there. Couldn't catch a number as the camera went by. And here's Kelly making his way through the field now, continuing to lap the other cars. And there's the battle for second and third as they try to make their way. Right now it is McCaddy with a very slim margin over Van Lierop.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming up on some more lap traffic there.
They're not far behind. They're not far behind on Kelly right now.
No. Great shot of the cars going through the traffic there. You can see the differences of in the two different BMWs, you know, the E46 chassis and the E30 chassis.
What's been your favorite setup to drive? Do you have one? You have I mean, obviously, I guess it changes by the year.
You know, I started road racing in a 510 Datsun. I still have the chassis. It's kind of evolved. It's pretty much a tube chassis car now. You know, now I like the wing cars. I like the Formula Continentals. The only bad thing is I'm a big guy. Trying to find a chassis I can fit into is a little bit difficult, but manage that. I'm probably going to have to say that's my favorite car.
A lot of these drivers, as you look at Mike Kelly, again, lapping the field here, tend to see these guys carve out a niche. Do you see them kind of jump from chassis to chassis? What do you see? By the way, we have a new second place driver. Van Lierop has overtaken McCaddy. So the 59 car, the BMW M3, is overtaken McCaddy's number 107.
That was a great pass he did there. You're sure staying racy there.
New leader, new second place, Jeff Van Lierop, overtaking Jim McCaddy. Mike Kelly still in the lead with the 717 Pontiac Grand Prix. Love that sound.
Yeah, beautiful sound.
Makes you envious of the people who get to do this as a 5-day-a-week, 7-day-a-week job.
Yeah.
I wonder if it ever stops being fun.
Bill time. You got to pay your bills.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's a hoot to drive these cars.
And have a look at the battle for second. Snip tuck. McCaddy now has second place over Van Lierop as they jockey back and forth.
That was a textbook pass coming into 4 there. Ooh. Man, what a great race between these two. You know, maybe if Kelly slowed up a little bit, looked in his mirrors, you could see a great race behind you. I don't think he's going to do that.
No, I don't think so. Everything he's been looking has been forward.
I don't think he wants to use that checkered flag. Oh, what do we got here?
That car literally stopped on a dime. Check out the brakes on that one. Mike Kelly, his lead has never been in question. The battle for second continues. Yeah. McCaddy and Van Lierop trading places.
Yeah, coming to that shot, these two guys got some lap traffic, and these two in front of them have a race there. They're not going to want to give up their race because they're racing for position also.
Mike Adams in the 244 car. That could be a difference maker for those cars. Oh, he's able to get through. That's going to help out McCaddy big time.
Yeah. Advantage McCaddy there.
He's still got the two cars between them.
Oh, dropped the tire off there.
Got it back on. And there Van Lierop is able to get his way through now, and he'll try to gain back on McCaddy as the battle for second continues. And as we saw, a good battle for Adams as well.
Yeah, they'll continue on with their battle there.
You can see the clouds have rolled in overhead, making for a picturesque afternoon here in Airway Heights.
Yeah, got a nice little breeze going here. Boy, the Pro 3 cars were just having a blast amongst themselves. Race within the race. Look at there, side by side.
Yep. There is the race within the race. It's not about place for them. It's just about overtaking that one car, whether it's first or 10th.
Yeah, those two there have been swapping back and forth.
Good look at Mike Kelly. That's a pristine car. More lap traffic right now in a battle of 2 and 3. Van Lierop in third, McAdie in second. And McAdie has been able to navigate the traffic pretty well and try to create some angles and maybe give Van Lierop a little trouble back there. We'll see how this one plays out. McAdie has made his way through one car and now the second. And Van Lierop will now have to follow suit. They pulled off on the side. Van Lierop in your TV screen at home. Mike Kelly rolling right along, unquestioned leader. The only cars he's seen are the cars that he is lapping. He's overtaking them very quickly.
You know, it doesn't look like his lap times had even dropped a few tenths. He looks like he's just in the zone, like we were talking about earlier.
He might very well be whistling for all we know. And here's the battle for second, tightening up right now. Still McAdie in second, followed by Van Lierop in third.
I think we caught the whistling there. I just love the roar when he goes roaring by us there.
And if you listen closely, you can see the different variations too.
They all got a distinct note.
Looks like finally for the first time we have our first shot of the two non-BMWs. One lapping the other on the Pontiacs. Another Pontiac being driven by Rick Bostrom. 155, the red Pontiac Grand Prix. But all eyes on 717, Mike Kelly in the white Pontiac.
Oh, look at these two going at it again.
McAdie and Van Lierop. And Van Lierop is in second. They're getting their money's worth on the track today.
Absolutely.
So Van Leeuwen has second place ahead of McCaddy in third. As you can see, it's very close.
Excuse me. No kneeling. You gotta be able to run.
Boy, those two have been at it all race. Well, 5 minutes to go on this one, Sam.
Good battle going on between the two BMWs, 414, Sazi Nara and Lee Storgard, 484 in the back of the pack.
Yeah, Sazi just upgraded from, he was a novice, just got through the novice system. Now he's racing up at the big boys here. Good to see new people in this. He's a good guy. I got to talk to him in the pits here a little bit yesterday. Good guy. Oh, looky here.
Might get another pass, and we certainly will. Back and forth. McCaddy now in second, ahead of Van Leeuwen in third.
Okay, Sam, I'm gonna throw you under the bus here. Who you gonna call to win this one between these two here?
I'll go with McCaddy. I'll go with McCaddy in the 107.
Okay.
How about you?
I'll go with Van Leeuwen then.
There you go.
Neither one of us can lose because these two are just putting a heck of a show on for us.
I think it's just going to be a question of timing. Who happens to be in second at that particular moment when the race ends?
Yeah, and oh my goodness, that was
Look at that. Side by side.
Going through turn one there, and I'll tell you what, folks, that's no easy deal there. There's a lot of trust going on.
It's a great vantage point for our camera.
Oh, and he got him too.
I wonder if we ought to get a little side bet going. You know these racers do.
Hey, wait a sec. We weren't supposed to talk about that.
So 59, Van Leeuwen in second.
Oh, coming up on lap traffic. See what happens here.
Well, Van Leeuwen making hay there, doing a nice job taking over both those cars. And McCaddy right behind. That's going to be the race to look at for. We've been focusing on it for much of the afternoon here in Group 1.
Looks like these guys are going to be coming around for the last lap here.
All right, Jim, you're going to make your move. Now's the time to do it, my friend. 107, Jim McCaddy trying to make a move on Jeff Van Leeuwen, number 59 in second. Down the straightaway.
All right, Jeff. No pressure on you, pal. I got a side bet with Sam here. You got to do it for me.
There's your leader. From start to finish, Mike Kelly. As a battle for second rages on. So Kelly putting one final hard charge through here to get in a great final lap.
And he is just not letting up.
Strong, some more lap traffic now as he's trying to overtake that Pontiac. And look out.
Oh, Rick got out of the way. Rick Boss from that 155. He knows that these two are going to have quite the battle.
And it is, look at that nose to tail.
Boy, betting on either one of these two is not a bad bet.
Mike Kelly will take the checkered flag here in Group 1. And McCaddy and Van Leeuwen side by side. And Van Leeuwen will hold on by a nose.
Wow, that was
Van
awesome.
Leeuwen in second and McCaddy in third in a tightly contested Group 1.
Good job, guys.